there, my name's John McCarthy. It is my great, distinct pleasure to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. I have a feeling you may have brought your A+ game on this occasion. Looks like it's just the back nine of this course today. Let's get this. Well played. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes. And second shot on the 10th coming up. Yeah, that'll play. All right, here's your friend. He's setting up in the green side sand. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. Putt appears to be online. And you're one up on your friend after this first hole. Looks like a par 4 for this one. I'll take that. And let's see how he does on this hole. And he's setting up here around 135 yards out. Second shot here on the 11th. That swing was a little bit off. That's going to miss the green. Unfortunate. Let's see how this shapes up. This is his third shot. This is our third shot. And now we will putt. Nicely played out of the sand. And here we go. He's putting for the par. Ooh. 6-foot putt for him. And the bogey putt will drop. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go 2 up on your friend. And the putt drops. There's your par. And you're 2 up in this match after that hole. Wind is blowing left to right on this one. That's a safe shot. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. Taking this one with the 8-iron. The approach is heading a bit to the right. Okay, he's setting up a second shot here. All right, this putt to go 3 up on your opponent. Looking really good. Oh, yeah. That's going to do nicely. And you are 3 up in this match after that hole. Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name is John. Ever so pleased to have your company. We are doing the front 9 of this one today. This should be a bit of fun, albeit brief fun. Let's go. Heading towards that bunker. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Sweet. And he's in the fairway bunker. Let's see what happens. And second shot here on the first. I approve. And here he goes from the green side rough. Well, he's got a long putt. Not sure what's going to go down here. Oh my. And this putt to go one up for the match. Looking super. All right, you are one up after the first hole. Okay, this hole we got a tailwind to deal with. I think we're going to be in the fairway with this one. Oh, that would have been a rather nice. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. And here we go with his second shot. He's got a 3-footer here. Okay, that putt's done. And if you can sink this, you'll go 2 up for the match. And that'll go down for the eagle. And you're 2 up after that hole. Let's see what this third hole has in store for us. Great swing. Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it? And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Here's their 7-iron. Oh, this one might be over the green. All right, this is his second. And here's your second shot here on the third. That's a nice chip. Well done. Here we go. Let's save par on this one. Okay, well putt. Now let's move on. And if the friend sinks this, they're going to match you on this hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. We've got a headwind blowing in our face on this one. There we go. Nice swing on that one. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. And he's got about 160 yards to go here. Going with the 9-iron. Looks like this one's going left. And here's our second shot on the fourth. Ooh, this one might be a little too much. And as you know, sometimes I don't get all the predictions 100% correct. This time you're on the green, so it's kind of good that I got that wrong. And this putt to go 3 up. Well, it's heading towards the hole. Just a little bit aggressive there. Here we go. This is for par. Looking pretty good. Good putt. He's got about a 3-footer here. And the par putt will drop. And that hole will be halved. And teeing off now in a long par 4. I think I'll take that tee shot. Looks good. All right, let's see how he does. And setting up from around 120 yards out. And second shot here on the 5th. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. And from the bunker. All right, on to the green. Let's do this. All right, this is his third shot. Okay, this one for par. Nice putt. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that'll drop. And that hole will be halved. Here's a par 5. Let's see what you can do with it. Nice swing. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. And let's see how he does here in the first cut. Well, not the purest of strokes. We've got about 2:15 to go from here. This one's a little to the right on approach. Well, this should be fun for him, hitting out of the beach and all. Okay, he's setting up from the green side sand. Okay, third shot. Ooh, with the touch out of the bunker. Well done. Drop this putt, and you'll go 3 up. Ah, just right by the hole. If he sinks this, he's got par. Okay, safely home with that putt. All right, you need this putt to drop if you want to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Okay, tailwind blowing with us on this one. Nice shot. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. And let's see what happens. This is his second. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. Shots coming towards the green nicely. Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. Coming in for a landing on the short stuff. Could be good. And that will play. Thank you very much. Okay, this is his third. Oh my, take notes. They just hold this one. All right, if you sink this, you can take this Dormy. There we go. Dropping it in for the bird. And that hole will be halved. And as you tee off here, we've got a par 3 to deal with. Nice swing. Sounded great. Safely on the green. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Seven iron on display here. Quite the view from here, way out on the green. Good luck. Oh, no. And if they sink this, the match is going to go Dormy. Oh. He's got 3 feet to go. And that puddle drop. Comes right down to this. Let's sink this putt, win the match, and head into that clubhouse. And tapping in for par. And you managed to pull off the win in this match. I'd like to congratulate you. Walking away from this one at 2 up is good work all around. And with that, I must leave you. I had fun out there with you today. Thanks for a great round. Hello there, and welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name is John, and I'm that guy that will come out for a round with you whenever, wherever you may be. I must admit, I do enjoy a bit of match play. Shall we crack into it? This tee shot's looking decent. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. Looks like he's around 130 yards out from here. And here's their 8-iron. Second shot here on the first. That should do nicely. Here he is setting up in the greenside bunker. This next putt is a par putt for him. And this putt drops, you can go one up. Starting things off here under par already. Off to a great start here. You're one up after the first hole of this match. We're teeing it up on the second hole now. Oh man, just tapped that one. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Here we go. This is his second shot. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. This one's 7 feet away. This putt's tracking. Oh, that's too bad. We'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. And that will do. And after that hole, we're all square. here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with second shot. And they've chosen a hybrid on this one. And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. Come on, kick right, come on. Yep, that's out of the top shelf. Good work. All right, third shot for him. All right, he's putting this one for birdie. Oh. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Oh, oh man, just missed the eagle. He's got a 3-footer here. And the putt goes down. Okay, you're one up on your friend after that one. Let's see how this one goes. Par 3. And your approach is heading right at the pin. And that'll do. Grab your putter. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. They've gone with the 7-iron. Shot's looking good. Here we go. Birdie putt. Ooh, just missed. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. Ooh. He's got about a 3-footer here. And a nice putt. And if you want to have the hole, you got to make this putt right here. And with that, we will move on to the next. Okay, that hole is going to be halved. And let's let this fly here on the 5th. Looking good off the tee. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. And from here, it's about 250 yards out. Okay, second shot for him on this one. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot. Okay, setting up in the bunker here. Okay, we're out of that bunker. A little bit of work left to do, but no worries. This next putt is for the bird. Let's see how he does. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. All right, here's a 5-foot putt. Wonderful, wonderful shot. And that hole's halved. Hole number 6. Well, this one's looking good. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Okay, second shot on the 6th. There we go, good shot. This is his third shot. Okay, drop this and you'll go 2 up on your friend. Ouch, right by the hole. Okay, let's go. This one is for par. Yikes, that went right by. Okay, we'll be all square if they should sink this. And a nice putt. And we are all square after that hole. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Well done. And now he's looking at 200 yards or so to the pin. And they've gone with the 6-iron on this one. Second shot here on the 7th. Well, I think this will find the surface. We're on the green with that one. Well done. And here's an 18-footer. This one's on a good line. Boom, and that's your 4th birdie of the day. And if he sinks this, the hole will be halved. And that one will go for birdie. And that hole will be halved. Looks like this one's in the fairway. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Well done. Let's see what his second shot looks like. Here's our second shot on the 8th. And chalk up another green in regulation. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his 3rd. And if you sink this, we'll take the match to Dormy. Oh. And this will be a par for him if he sinks it. Oh my goodness. He's got a 4-footer to deal with here. And that will be for bogey. All right, drop this and you'll go 1 up on your opponent. And the putt drops and we're moving on. And you're 1 up for the match after that one. Teeing this one up on the 9th now. go. Let's see what this guy does. Oh, this tee shot should work. And he's got 125 yards to go, somewhere thereabouts. Heading for the green. All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th. This might end up in some rough. Well, glad you ended up in the fairway after that one. What do I know? Setting up here now for our 3rd shot. Oh, nice little chip there. And you two will be all square if they sink this. And that's going to do it for them. Okay, one final playoff hole. To win this match, you either have to win this hole or be closest to the pin off the tee. Okay, we need to lay on the pressure here, so let's get this as close to the pin as we can. Well, that'll work on the green, won't it? All right, he's ready for his playoff tee shot. Let's see what he can do. Here's their 7-iron. All right, now that the tee shots are done, we are closest to the pin. That's going to help us quite a bit. All right, I have faith in you. Let's win this playoff right here. This putt's going. Well, that's going to just about do it, I think. Well done in this match. I'm glad to have seen you pull out that win in the playoff hole. Great work. Hello there, and boy, I'm glad you decided to fire up a little bit of PGA Tour 2K23 today. And we have a par 4 first hole to start out with today. Let's put that first drive in the fairway and take it from there. What do you say? Nicely struck. All right, let's see what he does on this one. And this will be his second shot. Might be a little strong. All right, second shot on the 10th. Here we have a 16-foot putt. Well, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Right by. And this next putt's for his par. And that putt drops. All right, now if you want to have the hole, you've got to make this putt. Starting today off at even par after that first hole. Good to see. And everybody's all square after that first hole. This looks like it'll be in the fairway. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Let's see what he does here. 120 yards out. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. This one's looking good. Great work on the approach. You saw that one, didn't you? Okay, he's got 9 feet to go. For the birdie. And now this is your look at a putt to have the hole. Oh no, it's right there. All right, well, didn't really get much on that hole. Let's try this next one. Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee. Well, this one could play. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. And this is his attempt at birdie. And a decent little putt there. Good luck on this one. We've got 16 feet. It could be a good one. A little bit too firm on that one. And your friend's 2 up on you after that hole. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Setting up here from the deep stuff. Looks like we're heading to the rough. And here we go with his second shot. I don't know, this one could go either way. Setting up his third shot here. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. All right, here we go. This one for the birdie. Ooh, that was a long one. He almost got that. And if this next putt drops, he's going to go 3 up. He's got 3 feet to go. And that'll do. All right, let's tap her on in and continue on our way. And that hole will be halved. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. Good job. Let's see what he does here. He's about 150 yards out. And they are going with the 9-iron on this one. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. Yeah, we'll take that. Here we go. Drop this one for birdie. Oh. And if they sink this, they're going to go to 3 up for the match. And that one drops for the birdie. This one go. Nicely done. And he will set up from around 235 yards out. Going with the hybrid. Second shot here on the 15th. Heading for the green. This one's your third. Way to chip that one close. Well done. And unfortunately, if they sink this, that's all she wrote. They've won. Right by the hole. And here we go. This one for birdie. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do. And if they sink this, then there's no way they can lose this one, and best you can do is a tie. This should be fun. Let's see what happens here. Nice swing. He'll be all right there. All right, we're lining this one up 19 feet away. Oh, that was almost in. Ooh, and if they sink this, they're gonna win the match. Oh. He's got a 3-footer here. And that one drops for par. And your opponent has taken the match. Sorry to tell you, but they're going to end this one 4 up. And with that, hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. I hope you're ready for some fantastic golf. Match play is in the air today. Let's get this. And the tee shot's looking decent. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Setting up with an elevated green. This might call for some extra distance. All right, here's his second shot. And they're going with the pitching wedge. And here we go, potential birdie. through with the chip. They're going to go one up for the match if they sink this. For the birdie. I think the trend is one up on you after that first hole. Five iron on display for this one. This approach is leaning a bit to the right. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. Yeah, that was a good swing. Well done. Safe approach. Nice. All right, this is his second. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. Oh, it's going right by the hole. 15 feet to the cup from here. Oh, and the par slipped through our fingers there. No good. And if they sink this, they'll go to 2 up. Ooh. And he's lining up this bogey putt. And that putt safely in its home. Okay, just a few more inches to go. All right. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. All right, give this a rip. That'll do nicely. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. Here's our second shot on the 12th. Bounce right, come on. Well, that'll do for now. This next putt will be for his birdie. Ooh, just missed. Maybe got this putt to win the hole. was a good stroke. Almost had the birdie. He's got about 7 feet to the cup from here. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And if this putt drops, the hole will be halved. And that hole will be halved. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Oh my goodness, we got a big hitter here. And he's setting up now about 130 yards out. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Oh yeah, this one's heading for the green. This approaches into an elevated green. Here we go. This drops, you got a bird. Okay, 40 feet from the cup. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. Ooh. Lining up a 6-foot putt here. This putt's good so far. There we go. Okay, they've got this to go to 2 up for the match. That was a good putt. All right, your opponent is 2 up for the match. Oh, this one's in the fairway. All right, let's send it. Oh, man, you got a hold of that one. Setting up here on the first cut of rough. I think this one's going for it. Okay, on the green safely. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's got around 215 yards to the pin. Not an amazing swing. Okay, this is his third. All right, here we go. This is his fourth shot. Okay, this putt, and you can win the hole. It's getting there. Went right by. And as he lines this up, this will be for bogey. All right, we'll take this hole if you sink this putt. That was a good hole, making up some ground on your friend here. And now teeing off on a par 3. Nice shot. That'll do. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. And they're choosing the 6-iron here. And here we go. This is his second shot. Okay, you need this to win the hole. Seven-foot putt for him. Oh my. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. This one's tracking. Ooh, never like leaving those short. And he's setting up for the bogey putt. And if you sink this, you'll have the hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And you're teeing up on a par 4 for this one. Oh man, you really got a hold of that. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. All right, let's see how he deals with this beach. And this one's about 125 yards out. I think this one's looking good. There you go. That's what you want. All right, third shot for him. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. This one's just a 4-foot putt. And that's your par. All right, if he drops this, he's going to have the hole. And the putt drops. And that hole's halved. Teeing up now on number 17. Just a pure swing. And let's see how he does on this hole. Well, this could maybe roll its way into the rough, possibly. And here's his second shot. Might be a little bit long. Let's see what happens. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Boom, there's another green in regulation. Nice. He's a long ways out here with this next putt. Hopefully, maybe he misses. Oh. Okay, you've got this to win the hole. Looking good. Rolled right by. All right, for the par. Okay, moving on to the next. And if he sinks this next putt, it's going to go dormy. And that hole will be halved. Let's see what happens here on the 18th. Nice. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. All right, this is about 240 from the pin. Look at you go. On the green and under regulation, putting for eagle here. Good stuff. This is their 3-iron. And if he sinks this, that's an eagle on his scorecard. All right, 8 feet to the cup. Oh, man. Just missed the eagle there. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. And there we go. They have finished up. Well, unfortunately, today was not your day. Didn't pull out the win in this match, but that's all right. There's always next time. And with that, I say goodbye.